Hey there, this is Utter Spartan, of course, and this is an unscripted video. I do have some notes. I just want to tell you right now that some noises that I would usually cut they're gonna still be in the video. In the background, we have some sloppy DMC4 Special Edition footage. This video is gonna be about growth and practice, and I wanted to put something in that was somewhat similar. So this is footage from me about a month and a half to 2 months ago, just going through Devil Hunter Mission 19. I didn't know the dice trick yet, as crazy as that may seem with how much Devil May Cry I've played. I actually never learned that. But yeah, I'm better than this now, but I haven't recorded footage. I was thinking about making a Devil May Cry video in the future, and if I do, it will have better footage than this. So this is just like some B-roll, because, this is just a rambling video. So I wanted to talk about my channel. I'm on the main channel, of course. This is on the second, which is like no subs, but that's fine. It wasn't intended to be popular. This is just mostly for my personal, I want to get some things out or make like shoddy videos sometimes, But on my personal channel, Utter Spartan, I'm on the eve of 5,000 subs. I could certainly have been there quicker if I had actually gone through with this video project I'm working on, which I think will be pretty popular, but I'm not sure. It's hard to guess these things sometimes, and we're actually going to get into that a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for that. I'll probably also say thanks on Twitter. And I just wanted to talk a lot about those videos I already have on the channel, and like their views and their reception and how I feel about them, sort of, and how I feel about them moving forward. So a mentality you need to understand with me is that I always feel like I need to move forward. I always feel like I need to do something new in every video. Or something like that. Like, I always need to improve in some way. And this is because, for me, YouTube has always been like a manner of self-expression. But it's also always been, like, I enjoy editing. I do editing outside of the YouTube channel. I've done it at school. I've even done some for a job I was running back in the summer. Or I wasn't running it, I was just, an employee. So I do really enjoy editing, and even photo editing sometimes. I have been getting into Photoshop a lot lately, and even Illustrator to a bit. And it is something I enjoy doing, and the YouTube is just one part of that. And I would like to take these skills and perhaps get like a job with them, at like a larger company or something. Like, I want to, be part of the industry. I never planned for this YouTube channel to really go anywhere. So like when I get a lot of views, it's hard to like get it in my head like what exactly that means. Like, was this? And this is when we're gonna see I'm rambling, but we're gonna get into the part where like what makes a good video, right? So like when I get a lot of views, it feels good, right? Yeah, like a lot of people saw it, therefore it must be successful in some metric. And I still think I have monetization, so I do get a little bit of cash off of it too. But is it really a good video? like, was it just released at the right time? Did it really just have, like, the correct search optimization words in it? Like, was it actually good? And the thing is that maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Like, people don't... I've only ever released on the Utter Spartan channel one video that's had more than, like, 20% dislikes. And that was the Nintendo one on the Switch, about talking about its price and all that, and... that was kind of warranted. I was being controversial there. I tried to be angry. I was actually kind of angry about the whole price thing. And I understand some of my points may not have been the best. I maybe not have went at it the correct way. And someday in the future, I'll talk about that video in more extent. Like if I'm actually going... Like someday I'll make a video where I just go through my old videos and talk with them with, more... sound mind, less unscripted, that kind of thing. But when I put out a video like the Undertale videos or the Doom videos or whatever, they don't get a negative reception. And I don't get people in the comments saying, like, sometimes I'll get corrections, which I totally appreciate, by the way. Please, if I said something like factually wrong, correct me. I wish it was still annotations, because I would put a correction in the video. But I don't get people saying things that I want to hear when in terms of, like, criticism is, like... Because it's... I can't really expect it, to be honest, but, like, people saying, like, that intro was too long. or you could have done this better by doing this, or the music was too loud, or your voice was too monotone. There was a skipped audio segment or something like that was noticeable, or like you looped this music wrong, or I want to hear things of like, I guess, like what was wrong with this video, right? Like what could I have done better? And the thing is, I can't really expect people to say that kind of thing because I don't think people are looking at it as critically as I am. I mean, I tend to be very critical towards myself because I want to improve. And I mean, I'm just some guy you're watching on YouTube. You're probably subscribed to 200 other channels, and I'm just some guy. You're not going to spend a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Excuse me, just ate a bunch of spaghetti. I just burped. I'm probably going to cut that. And I coughed too, that's disgusting. But I just want you to know, it is not all about like views. I do want to grow and get better. Now I'm thinking, like, how can I do that? And I was thinking in my head, there's two ways that there's two main components that go into my videos. And that is the message of the video and like the video itself, like the effects, the editing, the sound, my voice. Like, you can essentially say, like, every video I make has, like, a message to it. And I don't mean this in, like, some, like, cool, like, deep way. I mean, I'm literally trying to convey something, right? And then there's the method of conveyance. And, like, what I'm trying to understand, like, how much does that method of conveyance matter? And for a time, I was just going to go at it like it doesn't matter that much. But then I realized I'm an editor. I want to put more effort into the editing. I want it to look better. I want to learn, even if it turns out a little sloppy. And it wasn't that long ago, actually. Like the Everyone Who Worked on Doom video, that video, I mean, it still has editing, like tricks and whatnot in it because I couldn't help myself. But that video in particular was inspired by the likes of Joseph Anderson and Matthew Matosis, who don't necessarily have a lot of editing in their videos. There's a lot of B-roll, essentially, and it's what really pushes the video is their message, what they have to say. Like, they're just that good at conveying their message that they don't need to put a lot of effort into, like, editing. And I did that, and I did it for a 44-minute long video. It might get more views someday. Again, I'll talk about it more, but, like, I can never tell how many views a video is gonna have. Like, I'm really bad at it, and, like, I've had video... well, okay, we'll get it to later, but essentially, I was thinking that if I just made a long video with a well-just-said message, and the editing wasn't that special, people would like it, and I would like it. And what happened was people liked it. I got some really great comments on that video. A lot of people seemed to really like it. They wanted me. There was immediately people like, hey, could you do this for other games? Like, this is perfect. And of course I responded with, this was a lot of effort, so maybe not anytime soon, but, you know, someday maybe. And I really do mean that, someday maybe. But I didn't feel a lot of personal, like, growth or personal, like, success there. Because I didn't put a lot of effort into the editing. And to be honest, like, I kind of want to be more of an editor than anything else. Like, personally, like, I've never been a huge fan of the way I talk or the way my voice sounds. Like, I'm super monotone, I know. And I also talk too quickly, which is an issue because people tend to view people who talk quickly as being, like, anxious or, like, not confident in what they're saying when it comes to videos. That was a critique I heard a long time ago, but it really stuck with me. But I just talk like this. I mean, I'm not being anxious. I'm not scared or anything. Like, I just talk really quickly. And apparently that's just something people from the Bay Area do. I mean, I'm not technically born here, but I've grown up in the San Francisco Bay Area basically my whole life, and apparently we just talk quicker than other people, especially compared to those from the South, or even, like, not like deep South, like Austin, Texas and stuff like that. Just, we talk really fast. And that's why we go like and a lot, because, you know, brains can't keep up. But anyways, so that was the one way of going about it. It was Joseph Anderson, Matthew Matosis. You make a long video with a good message with minimal editing. And I didn't like it. But I was thinking, like, so I'm going to put more effort into the editing. And I did. The Castlevania video, which, by the way, is an intentionally, like, niche topic. Like, it is a video I wanted to make, but like I knew not many people were gonna see it, and that's because I did actually put a lot of effort into the editing and tricks in there, and I'm gonna do even more editing in the next video. But like I put in like wipes and screen transitions that I would normally do, and sync things to the beat, had like a whole custom intro with a VHS effect. And those are all just tricks that I'm learning and practicing before I move on to like bigger videos, which is exactly what I wrote in the description of that video. But I was watching another YouTuber recently called The Right Opinion, and you know, he's alright. I mean, his content isn't quite my thing. It's basically YouTube drama, but it's something to listen to when I'm playing like a game or whatever. And I was watching one of his videos, and like the editing was so intense. It was just so intense, and I really had to like. There were so many effects, so many transitions, so much having just going on screen that like it kind of like tempered me a little bit. Like it pushed me down a little bit because I was gonna go really hard on the editing, and I was really gonna push myself and take a long time. But then I realized there is a good midpoint, and that's where I want to be. Is I want my message to matter, and I want you to pay attention to whatever I'm trying to convey. But I do not want to just be like a B-roll channel like Joseph Anderson. And again, it's not all B-roll. Some of the footage does literally show points. I'm not trying to be mean. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. But it is mostly like just plain B-roll on screen. But I also don't want to be like a channel that's just constant, just effects, cutaways, and all that. Like, I can't remember his name, but there's like a dude who was like a Shaolin monk who makes like comedic like video game reviews, and like his videos, like there's just too much going on in them, which is a shame because he's like a pretty swell guy, and his video on being like a Shaolin monk and then like his life as a Shaolin monk was really cool, but his actual like YouTube like game videos are like way too wacky and intense for me. So basically, let's talk about views now. So when I want to see like how people are reacting to one of my videos, what they think of it, I basically have three ways of doing this. I can look at the views, the like to dislike ratio, and the comments. And the comments, as I mentioned before, don't really have real critique in them. And that's, you know, again, that's okay. Like I still appreciate the comments are like, hey, like this is a really cool video, thanks. And like I do really appreciate that, but I can't rely on the comments for true critique right now. So I have the like to dislike bar and views. And I'm always trying to predict how popular a video will be. Generally speaking, I think any video I make that reaches 1,000 views is like a success. But like I don't really hold myself to that. Like I said with the Castlevania video, I knew it wasn't going to get a lot of views. And it certainly wasn't going to get a lot of views since I had to cut and re-upload it because some of the effects were messed up. Because I messed up the... I had it like 1080 by 1920 on accident when I was rendering it. Sorry. So, but it's like, what is like I don't know, like the Doom World Infamous WADS video. When that video came out, I would say after a couple of weeks it had like 2,000 views, and that was like pretty much what I expected. I was kind of hoping like it'd get like 10,000 views. But like out of nowhere and for no reason, I didn't advertise it. I don't know if anyone promoted it. The analytics aren't telling me. That video has since shot up to well over 100,000 views. And I don't know why. I think it's because it's a list video, because it has like top 10 in the title, and those are popular because I mean, I know those are popular. I used to do those. And that's probably why the 6 Doom Mods video is so popular, because people like lists, and to be honest, like I do too. But like... It's just so weird, right? And the same thing was with that Undertale video. That Undertale video, the first one I put on this channel, literally the first possible references Undertale video that was on this channel, for like the first like month, that video peaked at 10k views. And then out of nowhere, it started shooting up by hundreds of thousands. And it's still getting like consistent views to this day. Like, and when it got to like 400,000 views, I thought it was done. It recently passed 500,000 views. And it's like a video from like 3 years ago. Like, YouTubers will say, like, 90% of their views come within, like, the first, like, day of, like, a video being released, but that is not the case for me. Like, again, also the The Triad Wars video, for the longest time, that video was at 300 views. It's now over 2,000. And I especially don't get that one because Triad Wars isn't even like a game you can play anymore. Like when I put that video came out when the iron was hot and it got nothing, and then it's like gone up by like 1,000% since then when the iron is like it's ice cold now. So like, I don't know. All I'm saying is that I want to feel personal growth and success in my work, but I'm having a hard time determining what that is. And I'm gonna make this clear, like, this isn't like the biggest deal. I'm not gonna stop making YouTube videos. And things are fine. Like, it's okay. This is just a personal thing I've been thinking in my head. Like, my ultimate goal for this channel is I want to just be, like, I want to have an audience. Like, I feel like if I really try and put my effort into it, I can end up with, like, 50,000 subscribers. And, like, maybe more if I, like, really dedicated my life to this. But, like, that's all I want. I don't need PewDiePie's audience. I don't even need Super Bunny Hop's audience. I don't, like, there's a channel called Savit. He's kind of a Yugi tuber, but he also talks about tons of stuff I care about, like Berserk, Devil May Cry, that kind of stuff. And, like, he's sitting at, like, 80k views, I mean, subs, and he's going up, and, like, that's kind of, like, where I want to be, but maybe not even that much. And it's not because, like, I want to be, like, some crazy underground dude. It's because, like, I don't know, partially is, like, I don't think I have the capacity of becoming really popular, because I want to make what I want to make so much, and I'm not necessarily interested in just pleasing, like, the YouTube algorithm, and I don't want to be dependent on the YouTube algorithm at all. Or, like, maybe not. I don't even want to be, like, on Patreon, because, like, I'm scared of that, like, kind of, because people could stop pledging, or more people could start pledging. I like a consistent income. But one of these days, I want to be, like, a mid-sized channel. Like, my current goal is I want to hit 10,000 subs. Because at that point, well, okay, that's a different thing, because once you hit 10,000 subs, YouTube basically acknowledges that you exist. Like, that's less of, like, my personal fulfillment, and more like, I need to do that if I want to stay on this platform. So let's do, like, a TLDW. So, I want to feel personal growth and success in my work. I have a hard time noticing that, so I'm constantly trying to change things or learn more with every single video I put out. It's not just about the views. I tried doing something where I did less editing and it didn't feel good. I'm gonna be putting more editing effort into my work. I also have a new microphone, by the way. And one last thing, if you actually managed to get this far, don't be afraid to criticize me. I've seen comments that say things like you're underrated or someday you're gonna make it big. And I do appreciate the positivity, but I don't want, like, don't look at my subscriber number or, like, the video, like, views and, like, pity on me. Like, if you think the video has issues, like, go ahead. And yeah, sure, it might suck to hear that, but, like, I need to hear that. But if you just like the video, just like the video. Like, I'm not asking you to like or subscribe or any of that, but, you know, if you want to see more, subscribe. If you like the video, like. There's nothing more to it than me. I'm not one of those YouTube channels that's like, help me grow, like my video. I'm not gonna beg and plead for it. Be honest with me, right? This is all about my personal growth. It's not about the views. The views are nice, but this is a personal hobby of mine. And it is also like a somewhat of like a back and forth relationship. Like, I want to please people with my videos, so please tell me how I can please you. And understand that I may stick to topics that I just want to talk about, but when people suggest things or say, like, could you make a video about this, I do certainly consider it. Like that whole, like, the second Undertale video I only made because people wanted me to make it. And well, to be honest, I kind of just want to make the Doom World video, but I do keep making Doom-related videos because I saw people saying, like, I really appreciate your channel taking Doom and talking about it in this way instead of just like a mod review channel or a WOD review channel. And I just, yeah, that's all I want to say is be honest with me with your likes and dislikes. And yeah, hopefully my next videos will feel more personally successful and all that. Yeah, that's basically it. Go ahead and leave a comment if you want. You can reach me on Twitter and all that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.